Hi, it's Nancy welcoming you to Garden Scroll. I brought the houseplants inside, and sure enough, my little flowering maple, a Butylon red tiger, put on its pretty half-opened parachute-shaped blooms. So pretty. Don't you just love this color? Or this beautiful mix of color? So while I was gathering in things from this year's garden to try to save for next year's garden, I thought I would look at some scripture on the word harvest. From the King James Bible, Genesis 8:22, while the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. Exodus 23:16, and the feast of harvest, the first fruits of thy labors which thou hast sown in the field, and the feast of ingathering, which is in the end of the year, when thou hast gathered in thy labors out of the field. Proverbs 6:1-23. My son, if thou be surety for thy friend, if thou hast stricken thy hand with a stranger, thou art snared with the words of thy mouth, thou art taken with the words of thy mouth. Do this now, my son, and deliver thyself. When thou art come into the hand of thy friend, go, humble thyself, and make sure thy friend. Give not sleep to thine eyes, nor slumber to thine eyelids. Deliver thyself as a roe from the hand of the hunter, and as a bird from the hand of the fowler. Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways, and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep, so shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a froward mouth. He winketh with his eyes, he speaketh with his feet, he teacheth with his fingers. Forwardness is in his heart, he deviseth mischief continually, he soweth discord. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly, suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, an heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. My son, keep thy father's commandment, and forsake not the law of thy mother. Bind them continually upon thine heart, and tie them about thy neck. When thou goest, it shall lead thee. When thou sleepest, it shall keep thee. And when thou awakest, it shall talk with thee. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. Proverbs 10:1-23. The Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son maketh a glad father, but a foolish son is the heaviness of his mother. Treasures of the wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivereth from death. The Lord will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish, but he casteth away the substance of the wicked. He becometh poor that dealeth with the slack hand, but the hand of the diligent maketh rich. He that gathereth in summer is a wise son, but he that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causeth shame. Blessings are upon the head of the just, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. The memory of the just is blessed, but the name of the wicked shall rot. The wise in heart will receive commandments, but a prating fool shall fall. He that walketh uprightly walketh surely, but he that perverteth his ways shall be known. He that winketh with the eye causeth sorrow, but a prating fool shall fall. The mouth of a righteous man is a well of life, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. Hatred stirreth up strifes, but love covereth all sins. In the lips of him that hath understanding wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of him that is void of understanding. Wise men lay up knowledge, but the mouth of the foolish is near destruction. The rich man's wealth is his strong city. The destruction of the poor is their poverty. The labor of the righteous tendeth to life, the fruit of the wicked to sin. He is in the way of life that keepeth instruction, but he that refuseth reproof erreth. He that hideth hatred with lying lips, and he that uttereth a slander is a fool. In the multitude of words there wanteth not sin, but he that refraineth his lips is wise. The tongue of the just is as choice silver, the heart of the wicked is little worth. The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for want of wisdom. The blessing of the Lord, it maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow with it. It is as sport to a fool to do mischief, but a man of understanding hath wisdom. The fear of the wicked, it shall come upon him, but the desire of the righteous shall be granted. As the whirlwind passeth, so is the wicked no more, but the righteous is an everlasting foundation. As vinegar to the teeth and as smoke to the eyes, so is the sluggard to them that send him. The fear of the Lord prolongeth days, but the years of the wicked shall be shortened. The hope of the righteous shall be gladness, but the expectation of the wicked shall perish. The way of the Lord is strength to the upright, but destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity. The righteous shall never be removed, but the wicked shall not inhabit the earth. The mouth of the just bringeth forth wisdom, but the forward tongue shall be cut out. The lips of the righteous know what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked speaketh forwardness. Proverbs 10:5. He that gathereth in summer is a wise son, but he that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causeth shame. Matthew 9:36-38. But when he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion on them, because they fainted, and were scattered abroad as sheep having no shepherd. Then saith he unto his disciples, The harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. Matthew 13:24-30. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, The kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat, and went his way. But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence then hath it tares? And he said unto them, An enemy hath done this. The servant said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest while we gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. And in the time of harvest I will say to the reapers, Gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. Matthew 13:36-43. Then Jesus sent the multitude away and went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of the tares in the field. He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. The enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. Today is my work day. The only way I know how to clean house is turn into the Tasmanian devil. And I've been wanting a day off to just sit and drink me some tea and dream. I haven't got any garden dream time for 2 years, and I'm due some, but that's not going to be today. So I'm bringing plants in. These, I dug up some of my pineapple lilies, and I'll look around. I think I have more to go with it. I know I have more of my caladiums. And look what I found. This is a houseplant. I'm terrible with houseplants. I'll probably take this in to die, but this is one of the little rabbit tracks or prayer plant. At night it folds its little leaves up. I can't believe I have a life, something with life, and I didn't even know this was there. And then this one, I had put this in there because nothing was in this pot. And then look way down here at this beautiful little, I love this black with lime green. Center's dark colored lime green, so, or maybe that's emerald green, but anyway, that's wonderful. And then these, I started out with I think like 5 amaryllis, and these are the only 2 I have left, so I put those in some cactus soil. I'm going to try to keep those. I will put them inside and then bring them back out and see, put them inside a dark place and then bring them back into the light, not back outside, because they should bloom, I don't know, sometime around February maybe, if I put them in there and leave them and then bring them out again. And look what I'm holding here. This is one of those little variegated, when I trimmed it back in the spring, I put a whole bunch of these little shoots off of it that didn't have a root. I think, let me see, I'll just go ahead and look at it. See, look what little root it's got there. Isn't that ridiculous? But look how alive it is. And everything else was dead. So I'll probably put these in my house to finish dying. But I'm going to hope for them. I just have to hope for them. Look at that. Life. Life is wonderful. So I was going to show you what I'm doing still. Actually, I took a break and had a Brahms burger and a mix. And that was much needed. But let me show you what I'm doing, because there's so much to do to save the garden for next year. But this is, of course, a little asparagus fern. It'll come back next year. I will take it in. These were gladiolas. And if you see this white stuff, I do put like diatomaceous earth or some type of a roach killer on this, because I have seen roaches in the garden and I do not want to see them in the house. The first time I brought my house plants in, I got up the next morning and had a small army of roly-polies across my kitchen floor. So I've learned to be sure always spray them with some type of insecticide before you bring them in. And then this little purple heart, I will actually just take it in like it is. It will die back and all look like this when I take it out, but its stem will just kind of turn white. It will lose all of its pretty purple color, and it will look like it's dead. When you bring it back outside, when I bring it back out in the spring, it will look like it's dead. But as soon as the rains and the sunshine gets on it, within 4 weeks, or about that time, approximately that time, it will begin to turn pretty purple again and live again for you. So, and then these are all I keep trying to say caladiums, but they're actually, this bottom part is caladiums. And then these are some more gladiolas, and one of them has a crinium bulb in it too. So I definitely want to save all that, so you can do that. Actually, over here is my crinium bulb. I'm sorry, I was looking to see which one it was, but you can, like, this is my crinium bulb right here, and the rest of them around it are gladiolas. And then I'm just going to sprinkle this diatomaceous earth, which helps for gnats, it helps for snails, helps for roly-polies. It will get rid of it, so that's what I want. And I will do that. I'm going to set these aside here for a little bit until I get them all done, and then I'll bring them inside and put them as far out of mind as I can get them until next spring, actually. And while I'm getting things ready to go inside and getting it squared away for the winter, I'm going to go ahead and take these little pots that I showed you. I had taken, these are balloon flowers that came up from seed this year, and I had tried to take them out and put them in the back in the ground, and they didn't work back there. I didn't get enough of the root, so I thought, well, that's the end of that. And then I've shown you one other time at least, but come to find out they were still coming up here in my little pot. So what I'm going to do right now is to take everything out of the pot and put the whole thing in the ground where I want it in the back, and just redo these little pots in the spring. I have a pretty screaming orange daylily right here, and these blue balloon flowers bloom right about the same time, and I'm thinking that's going to really set each other's color off. So I'm planning on putting that one right here, one of them right here. And because I don't want to take a chance to destroy its little root again, I'm just planting that sedum, that little thundercloud sedum, right there with it. This is the small one. It's not the large thunderstorm sedum, but a small thundercloud sedum. I think it'll be pretty there, and I don't think it will harm this little balloon flower. We'll see how that goes. So I'm thinking that's going to look great in the summer when the lily blooms and the blue balloon flower blooms, and they're right beside each other. I'll probably be out here. Can't wait to show you what it looks like in the summer. I would actually just put the other little one right here with it for a little greater effect, but I have another little daylily right here, and this is a spider daylily, and it's kind of a red orange. It's a very beautiful plant too. And I used to have a blue balloon flower beside it, so I know it's gorgeous. That's what made me want to do that color scheme again. So I'm going to put this little one right down here, since we're close beside this little daylily, and hopefully they will shine together next summer too. I could not find my black caladium. I thought it might be in this pot, and actually I did find a bulb in there, but it was soggy, so it was already ruined. I will want to get another one of those, most likely, because it's so pretty. It wasn't very pretty this year, but I think it's because I didn't put it in a very good spot. But the one I had, or the same one at a different year, was actually just gorgeous. Just shiny black leaves that just really called your attention to them. So I am getting things done. I think I'm gonna try to go dig my dahlias. It won't be long till a frost comes anyway. I'm not exactly sure. It's supposed to get cold this weekend. I don't think it's supposed to freeze, but there may be a chance of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I was gonna show you that I just get a bag, I clip back everything. I should have went ahead and clipped that back. Sometimes it's hard for me to let things go, but that will go ahead and die anyway. And this, I just leave it on purpose, even though this part of the leaf will die, but the stem will still be there. And I can actually take this stem and break it off and make new starts, as well as it will come out from the root if I just keep it from freezing, which is what I hope to do. It doesn't even look as bare as I thought it would over there where the gladiolas, I keep wanting to say caladiums, but where the gladiolas were, I thought that would look really bare, but it doesn't. It's gonna all look bare before long though, as it will be bare. There are still a few things I would like to take in. I have some agaves that I would like to try to bring in. There's at least one more spike in the back, I would like to say. And then my next task before or right after the frost will be to go ahead and cover everything with plastic, preferably before. I like to do it when it's nice enough that I'm not freezing my hands while I'm doing it. So this is one of the little things I will cover, is what made me think of that. So that will be another job that I would like to take care of. And of course, seeds. I've been gathering in seeds. I have more zinnia seeds than I'll ever use, but I love the zinnias, and I definitely want to get some more of the profusion zinnias because I don't have a great lot of those. I have several, but I want more, so I can just have lots of the profusion zinnias, as well as the Magellan and Sahara, the shorter container type zinnias, or shorter zinnias that I use for containers because they work so well for that purpose. And then before you know it, all this gorgeous color will be gone. That frost will turn everything a dull, ratty looking brown, like this little zinnia foliage already is, and that happened from, of course, the heat of summer. So the elements, all the elements can be rough on the garden, as well, of course, as the gardener. How I will miss it, but I hope to get some rest, a little bit anyway. To my youngest sister, Jetty, I'm thinking of you. I think of you a lot. I'm just always so busy out here in this garden, and because it's a live thing, I can't just pick a time to take care of it, but it has to be taken care of. at the time that it needs taken care of, because once the freeze comes, nothing will be able to be saved. Everything must be saved, from root, seed, cuttings, clippings, every way I can to have it back in the garden next year. And the ones I can't save, of course, I'll try to purchase those again. Once you have them in the garden, it's just like you have an empty spot if you don't have them there again. It's being a typical fall day, because one moment the wind is blowing, the next moment it's calm, the sun is shining, and then it looks a little overcast. So it's just really going every which way, everywhere. But look at the sunlight on these pretty celosia plumes, so pretty. There's some more of that wind I was telling you about. So I could show it to you all day. I could sit and look at it myself all day. And sometimes I think we need to do that, because it's going to soon be gone and we'll have no more opportunity to look at this garden. Hopefully we'll have an opportunity to make another garden. But if not, we'll have these pictures and this record that we can look at this one over and over again. But I have got to get busy and get my dahlias dug. I wish I had room to bring this begonia in, which I probably would just go ahead and kill, but it has been such a beauty. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and thank you to all my subscribers.